Hi everybody, and this is where I grow my plants. Come on in. Welcome to my grow space. This is where I grow all my Phragmipediums, Phragmipediums, and other beauties. And as you can see, the LED grow lights are now on. It's around 10 a.m. and they'll go on until 10 p.m. In addition, there's an east-facing light that we get in the morning, and the lights run for a consecutive 12 hours. The temperature in the afternoon is around 25 degrees and drops to about 18 at night. In the winter, I actually open the balcony door and drops down the cool space to 16. I use this awesome tracker called Sensor Push. It helps me monitor remote temperatures and humidity throughout the day and lets me know if there's any issues. And over here you can see a beautiful South American pitcher plant which does like similar temperatures as Phragmipediums, and my Bessier flavum with a little bit of upside down flower which just recently got awarded. I called it Banana Wind. The daytime humidity is around 70%. I keep it purposely high. That's usually when I water the plants. And at night it drops down to about 60. Over here you can see the airflow by the many fans that we have. I have a humidifier running down on the floor which helps increase the humidity. And over here we have a beautiful Miltoniopsis in flower. In addition, I have a Phragmipedium ferianum tucked in here. This was an amazing clone that we purchased from Japan. And here I just created a fertilizer solution in my watering tank, composing of micro elements and a grow fertilizer. After I've done that solution, I insert this micro bubbler that produces these microscopic bubbles that helps with aerating the water. And you can see this action happening at the surface. I also measure my ppm, which hits around 2 to 300. We're at 203. And then also my pH, which is around 6.2 to 6.4. And that's right on. And here we will see how exactly the watering is done. So typically I wouldn't move the leaves, but I would fertilize directly into the root zone, watering heavily. And typically these pots sit over a tray, and you can see as the water begins to go through the pot, we'll see it coming out of the bottom. And that's a successful watering. And now I'll show you how I water my collection. Using that reservoir fertilizer we just created, hitting right into the pot, the water pools down into the reservoir tray. We have this Cavacia here. You can see the last inch of the pot media is actually Leica, and it drips right in and sits in. And over here we have a Bessie. I have these potted in a rectangular shallow tray with about 1 centimeter of a water reservoir, which will eventually run out into this tray. These trays are typically emptied once or twice every 2-3 weeks. If you're using LED lights, make sure you always have your eye protection. So over here I have a fishery eye tray, which has recently been reclassified as Schlemmy eye. But over here you can see how the pots actually are seated above the reservoir, which is this tray below, lifting them about 1 inch or 2. So when I'm watering, I'm hitting directly into the pot, and that water is running down into that reservoir, so the plants aren't truly seated in the water. Thank you for coming on this grow space tour with me. I hope you learned something new about growing Phragmipediums at home, and that you give Phragmipediums and hybrids a chance. Because with the right conditions, the right watering techniques, it's quite easy to grow at home.